Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Scottish Lads NFL Breakdown YouTube channel. We're finally back after about a 3-month break. I'm not actually on my own this episode because someone's decided to finally come back.
Yep, just aim it at me, Cammy. Yeah. Uh, Hi. I'm Flynn, as you know from all the other episodes apart from that one. Uh,
I can't remember who it is.
I mean, it's good to be back, both of us. Obviously, that was a really, really long off season.
Yep.
But it's getting back into the swing of things now. So we're really enjoying it so far. But Cammy, what are we doing today?
Well, today we're going to be doing the trade and free agency pickups so far of the 2020 off season. Also, before we get into it, some news quickly. We are working on our combine videos. We put a lot of effort in. We're going to be late. There's no point scrapping effort, so we'll get them out as a when do you reckon sometime this week?
Yeah, maybe Monday or Tuesdays. That's what we're thinking. Yeah, it's not going to be too long from this one. So, yeah, as soon as possible, that's what we're thinking anyway.
Yep. So yeah. So look, should we just get right in it then?
Yeah, I think we should just crack on.
So I'll start us off. We'll go in order of me, then Flynn in terms of players. We've got quite a few to get through, so let's do this. So the Broncos sign free agent Melvin Gordon, the running back, who last season was playing for the Chargers. Now, quick info on him: he's been a Charger for a few seasons now.
Yeah.
Last season he didn't do too great. He was just recovering from an injury that he picked up the season before. He missed a few games, but he came back this season. He looked quite dodgy, however, he did show promise that he showed in the last few seasons. Overall, me personally, I feel like this is a great signing for the Broncos, as they've not really had the quality of Melvin Gordon at running back in the
Yeah.
past few years. Flynn, what about you? What's your opinions on this free
Everything
agent
you said
pickup?
right there, I totally agree with. Obviously, Melvin Gordon, still being young, he's got quite a lot of potential in front of him still. And with that big injury that he had 2 seasons ago, I thought last season he was really good and he showed that he still has what it takes to be, a really top class player. But yeah, Broncos really need someone in the running back position. And I think Melvin Gordon will be the one that's going to help them with that, actually.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's going to be a really good signing for the Broncos.
Yep. So over to you. Who have you got?
So we have got the Dolphins, and they signed running back Jordan Howard. I think that's a really good signing for the Dolphins. Again, they're the ones that need a running back. So
Yep.
Jordan Howard has got a decent amount of experience. Um, and yeah, I think it would be a really good one for them actually.
Yeah, but now Jordan Howard was at the Bears last season, so yeah, he also, or I think he was either at the Eagles or the Bears. Sorry, last season I can't remember which one it was, but both of them, well, both of the Jordan Howards, whoever it was, they're both really young
Yeah,
and they do show a lot of potential. But I've got a feeling that this is a kind of it's maybe a forced trade by the Dolphins. Not, I mean, a forced pickup to the
yeah,
Dolphins. Obviously, they lost Kenyon Drake to the Cardinals halfway through last season, which wasn't a great thing for them. And to be honest, they are in rebuilding phase, and they definitely need a running back. As their quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick had their most rushing yards last season, which
yeah,
you don't want your quarterback unless he's Lamar Jackson to have the most rushing yards in your team.
yeah.
Let me
No,
tell you that one. But apart from that, I'd say it was a decent trade. Obviously, lots of potential there, a few years' experience, like Flynn says. But apart from that, no, I can see it working out in the future quite well. As of for right now, I'm not too sure, to be
yeah.
honest, how the trade's looking. But yeah, let's hop on to the next one where we have the Steelers signing tight end Eric Ebron on free agency from he was playing for the Colts. He's enjoyed quite a few good seasons. He's been in quite a few Pro Bowls, and he's been doing quite well. He's been pulling off some pretty good catches,
Yeah,
and he was quite a solid member of the Colts. Quite strange to see him leaving the Colts, after what they've been through. But
Yeah,
yeah, having him at my team, the Steelers, it's a brilliant signing, I feel, because Vance McDonald's let it go a bit, but obviously I voice it as a good signing. Flynn, what are your thoughts on this one?
yeah. Actually, obviously Ebron with the Colts, he had so much experience there. As you said, he's been in many Super Bowls and Pro Bowls, but yeah, I think this is a great addition to the Steelers. Can't wait to see him in a Steelers jersey next season. It's going to be quite a good one for him next season, I think.
Yeah,
Can't
I
wait for it
hope
though.
so.
Yeah,
Right,
you would say
over to
that.
you again. Who have we got
Yeah,
next?
yeah. So we have got the Raiders. So they have just signed um, Corey Littleton. Now, for this one, I'm not too sure about this. I don't know why. I don't really think they need this one. A linebacker. They've been really good defensively, in my opinion. Um, but again, I think it's just squad depth. But
Same, yeah.
I just, I think it was kind of a desperate signing. They wanted to sign someone and they just looked at him and said, why not? But I don't think he'll get much action. What about you?
Well, on my uh, personally, I feel that the Raiders have been looking for squad depth. However, I feel like Corey Littleton will be coming right into the linebacker spot
Really?
because even though they've been well defensively, I feel like linebackers they've been all right in, but they could have been doing with an upgrade. He'll either be what Flynn says, just hanging about the squad depth for a bit, or in my opinion, I've got a feeling he could be starting. Uh, he's had he's had bit of experience in the league, so I can see him doing quite well for the Raiders. But anyway, apart from that, not much. I don't really know much on Corey Littleton. There, does Flynn. We've never really spoke about him before, so we're just
Yeah.
going off of a few notes in that we've seen online. But apart from that, I could see it being a pretty solid move, right? And then the Chargers signed cornerback Chris Harris Jr. Now the
Oh,
Chargers have lost Philip Rivers, which we'll go over shortly, but their defense was good last season, and this is another great signing for them because their cornerbacks have looked good, but I feel like this is going to be a good upgrade for them. Flynn, what about you on this matter?
yeah, I think this is a brilliant signing for the Chargers, really. Chris Harris has got a brilliant name. He's been all around, obviously on Madden, he's got quite a good card. Um, he's well known all around the NFL. He's got a lot of experience, obviously. I think he's going to be a really good addition for the Chargers.
Yep.
To be honest, I thought this was a bit of a surprise. I mean, I can see why they would have signed a cornerback, but I didn't think they were going to sign Chris Harris and also for the Broncos to give him away. But, yeah.
Yeah. Right, Flynn, over to you then. Who have we got next?
So next we've got the Panthers, and they have signed a quarterback called Teddy Bridgewater. Now, I haven't actually heard too much about him. So, Cammy,
No.
I'm just going to put it over to you.
Well, Teddy Bridgewater, if you do remember last season when Drew Brees got injured, came in clutch, you could say. I think he only lost one game whilst in for the 8 games that Drew Brees was out. He looked very good. A lot of teams were interested in signing him. Obviously, he's been under the influence of Drew Brees, learning from one of the best.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
apart from that, I can see the Panthers benefiting off of this. Obviously, Cam Newton injury prone, but Teddy Bridgewater, in my opinion, has got the potential to be the future of the franchise. Anything else you'd like to say on this one, Flynn?
Not really, actually. Panthers getting a quarterback. Could have sort of expected it, really. Obviously from last season. But, yeah, I think it's just fine.
Right now, the Raiders have signed Eli Apple, the cornerback, off of free agency. Now, he was playing for I believe, the Saints last season. Eli Apple, bags of experience, has played very well over his course of time in the NFL. I feel like right now this is a good signing. However, it's not really going to benefit them too much in the future. But the Raiders, as you may have noticed so far, are signing quite a lot of folk. They are looking quite good for this season coming up. You will see their names reoccurring a few times, but Eli Apple pretty strong, looking to work on the secondary in the Raiders team by the looks of things. John Gruden trying to strengthen there. What about you, Flynn? What do you think on this one?
So, Cammy, remember how I said on the earlier note how the Raiders' defence was quite good? From the trend right here, we can see that they're actually only signing defenders.
True.
I think this is quite a shock, really. I thought they'd be going on the offense and trying to improve that, but obviously they're trying to somehow improve their defense. Obviously, there's some improvements they can do, but I didn't think that could be the necessary thing. But it's the Raiders' choice, so I didn't think it was going to be the one for them. But yeah, it's good signing for them though. He's quite good. He's got a lot of experience as well.
Yep. Right, well, over to you then, I believe, next. Who have we got next?
So we have got the Bears. So they have signed defensive end Robert Quinn. Now, obviously the Bears, they have had a good season last season, but they've obviously wanted some improvements, and they've looked to Robert Quinn. Now, he's actually been quite good. He's quite a big lad, and he's really good in defence, and he can really make an impact for them, I think.
Yeah.
I think this is just the position the Bears need.
Yeah, because
Uh,
it helps them in their pass rush as well. That's why he is a pass rusher. Khalil Mack and him's going to form some force.
oh yeah, exactly. I know he's quite a scary lad if you look at him as well. But
Look at Flynn picking out you scary lads.
I know, well, I'm not, the biggest man myself, but yeah, I know. I think this was quite a good one for them.
Yeah,
Anyway,
well,
Cammy.
obviously, I do personally feel like this is a position the Bears did definitely to work on defensive
Yeah,
end. The pass rush and all that. Khalil Mack's helped, but I feel like they need to add another weapon, and that's exactly what they've done. So fair play to them right there. Not much else I've really got to say on this matter, but the Bears, decent signing. Now, I'm going to go straight into this one here. I've actually missed to say I was supposed to mention it earlier, but the Detroit Lions have traded for cornerback. Oh, sorry, the Detroit Lions cornerback Darius Slay, pardon, was traded to the Eagles for a 2020 third round pick and a fifth round pick.
oh,
Now,
right, yeah.
Darius Slay proven to be a good cornerback. Eagles obviously suffered tons of injuries last season,
Mm.
and I feel like he's either going to step in or be a second choice cornerback. I've got a feeling he'll be stepped right in there. The Eagles definitely need to work on the secondary after all the injuries that they piled
Yeah.
up last season. So this is a good signing, I feel, for the Eagles. Flynn, what's your matter on this one?
So, first of all, for a third round and a fifth round pick, I think that wasn't generous at all. I think the Detroit could have really got a better trade for that. Darius Slay is a really good player, obviously. Um, I think the Eagles were really lucky to get him with that trade. But that's
Yep.
just my opinion, though. Yeah, you'll bring really good squad depth, but obviously with the Eagles having injuries, you never know with him; he could get injured as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right, well, over to you then for the next one. Quite a big one, I think, I believe, if we're on the right page for the next one.
I think we are. So the next one is the Vikings. They actually traded away their wide receiver Stephon Diggs, who had a brilliant part last season to their obviously campaign. Um, so they traded away Stephon Diggs and a 2020 seventh round pick to the Bills. And in return, the Bills gave away a 2020 first round pick, a fifth round pick, and a sixth round pick, and also a 2021 fourth round pick. There's many picks in here, but also I'm surprised the Vikings actually gave away Stephon Diggs for a start. He was a main part for their season last time, obviously competing in the part of the Saints, that victorious win. But this was a wee bit of a shock to me. But what about you, Cammy? What do you think?
Well, firstly, I'd like to say on this trade, it sounds a bit strange, like you said. Stephon Diggs, number one wide receiver, Minneapolis
Exactly.
Miracle Man. He's loved in Minnesota, and you have to question. is this just a money grab kind of move, looking
Exactly.
for more money elsewhere, getting frustrated? I don't see how, because the Vikings last season they have got some offense and some defense, and you questioned if they could make it last year. They done quite well, got to the postseason, won a few games.
I know.
Stephon Diggs, going to the Bills is a very strange one in my opinion, because the Vikings have got a well better team, and if he's wanting winning now, then the Vikings are the team to stay at. So in my opinion, this is possibly to do with money.
I know. I totally agree actually, but also it is a first round pick, which steps out. Obviously, they can get an absolute talented wide receiver in the draft, but the fifth and sixth, I just didn't see the point of. And obviously, with the number one wide receiver, it was really strange, and it's going to be really weird seeing him in a Bills jersey next season.
Yeah. Right,
Anyway,
well, anyway, we'll move on to the next one, where we have the Saints, who have
yeah,
managed to pick up Emiliano Sanders. Now,
brilliant.
what a wide receiver core they're going to have. Michael Thomas and Sanders.
I know.
Brilliant wide receivers, and the Saints are going to cause some threat and have got to be written down as Super Bowl contenders with this wide receiving core. But anyway, Sanders was playing for the Broncos at the start of the season. I believe he either got traded to the 49ers or the Cardinals, and then yeah, he's ended up as a free agent, and the Saints have just swooped in right there, and I've got an insane deal signing him as a free agent.
I
I
know.
feel that the Saints now, very, very strong team. What about you, Flynn?
I totally agree, really. Last season, obviously, they lost to the Vikings, but in that game, they just relied on Michael Thomas. Now, that's not really what you need in the offense. You want someone that you can rely on, but also have a backup option. Because people are double marking him, triple marking him. That's how the Vikings managed to win. But anyway, that's a different story. This is a brilliant signing for them. Obviously, with a free agent, as you said, he went to the 49ers, Broncos to start with. He's had quite a good track record with the teams he's been at, but obviously they've been running rid of him. But I think this is a great signing for the Saints. I can't wait to see him next season.
Yep. Right, well, over to you, Flynn, for the next one.
Well, yeah, so the next one is the Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins signed Kyle Van Noy. Now, he's a linebacker as well. Dolphins obviously looking to improve their defence as well. They really need a linebacker, in my opinion. Someone that can, really scare the offense of the opposition. I think this will be a really good addition to their defence. What about you, Cammy?
Yeah, I purely agree with your point right there, Flynn. Dolphins obviously still in rebuild mode, and the same with the Raiders. They have picked up quite a few folk of free agency, but this is probably one of their best signings, I'd say, free agency getting them picked up. But yeah, apart from that, strengthening, and he is quite a scary guy, you see. So
Exactly.
you hope that he has a good Dolphins career, and we hope to see the Dolphins do well next season with all these free agent signings. But yeah, let's swiftly move on to the next person, where we have the Cowboys signing a safety. Now, I apologise for this name because I'll probably pronounce it wrong. But anyway, we have Haha Clinton Dix, who, like I said, there's a safety now. The Cowboys do definitely need to strengthen the secondary. You've seen that last season, slipping off their slipping it off, not even making it to the postseason. So they definitely need to do improvements, and this is one of the positions that needs improving is safety. So yeah, I can say this is probably a needed signing and a good signing. So yeah, over to you, Flynn. What are your opinions on this?
Yeah, I actually totally agree with your point right there. The Cowboys, obviously, they had a bright season until they actually fell off towards the end. And obviously, the safety was one of the positions they really needed to improve on. That's where they were weak, and that's where they needed someone there. But this guy, I think, can do the trick. But yeah, I think this is going to be really good for them, and obviously, he's going to be, up there next season.
Yep. So let's swiftly move on to the next one, where it's you with the next one.
Yeah, right. Okay, so going to the Dolphins again. So they have actually signed a cornerback, Byron Jones. Obviously, the Dolphins here are just looking to improve their defence. No offence, however. But obviously, a cornerback again is what they really need to improve on. So linebackers and cornerbackers, in my opinion, is what they needed to improve on. And Byron Jones, I think, can really offer them the trick.
Yeah.
He had a really good season last year. Obviously, like he wasn't in the front cover, but he was quite discreet with how talented he was. He fell off towards the end of the season as well, but during the season he was really good, I think.
Yeah,
Cammy, what about you?
obviously a Cowboys, so
Yeah,
quite difficult. But apart from that, like I was having this discussion with someone about the Cowboys' problem, and that it was either going to be Byron Jones, Dak Prescott, or Amari Cooper who ended up in Byron's position. Unfortunately, it fell to him, and the Cowboys are losing an insane cornerback who played really well last season but slipped
yeah,
off, like one said. But this is a brilliant move for the Dolphins. Like, they're improving cornerbacks. The Dolphins are massive improvement so far. But obviously, Dolphins, it surprises me that they've only signed so far one offensive player. It's quite strange.
yeah, I know.
Right, but anyway, let's move on to the next one. I believe it's me with
Yeah.
the Cardinals, who have signed linebacker Devondre Campbell. Now,
Ooh.
again, the Cardinals obviously looking at the improve the linebacker spot. A lot of teams picking up linebackers, by the way. Thought I'd mention that one at this point, but yeah, again, looking to improve in there. And the Cardinals have got the team now, I reckon,
Yeah.
because we're about to talk about the blockbuster one soon, which really has set the Cardinals up for a good season this year. But improvements left, right, and centre for the Cardinals, and this is a very good signing in my opinion, because the linebacker spot definitely needs upgrading.
Yeah, I totally agree actually. Obviously the Cardinals, Devondre Campbell's a big name in the NFL. He's got tons of experience, and if you actually look at him, he's a big man. He is not scared to go right into you. I think this is brilliant for the Cardinals actually. Obviously to get him for a start and also improving that position is brilliant. This is going to be a great sign. I can't wait to see him next year.
Yep, so Flint, over to you for the next one, please.
Now, I'm just going to move on to all the bad ones. I'm going to go on to the good one. Now, the Texans, they traded away DeAndre Hopkins and a 2021 fourth round pick to the Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals, in return, gave away David Johnson, a 2020 second round pick, and a 2021 fourth round pick. Now, before I give my opinion on this one, Cammy, what do you think?
I'm completely appalled by the Texans. Shocked.
Exactly.
It's a disgrace to the franchise, in my opinion, trading away their number one wide receiver talent, probably one of, or if not their best player on the team, for David Johnson, who had two good games and then just went completely off the mark for the Cardinals. The Cardinals should be laughing at this trade of how good a deal they've got.
I know.
And as well, they get him for David Johnson, a second round pick and a fourth round pick. It's actually laughable looking at this trade. And to be honest, I'm just shocked.
I know, Cammy, that's what I was thinking. DeAndre Hopkins, obviously a big name in the NFL. You talk to someone like that has heard of the NFL. He's a big star, and virtually everyone in the NFL knows him. Now, we're seeing a wee bit of a similarity here. Obviously, Stephon Diggs being traded as number one wide receiver, and DeAndre Hopkins number one wide receiver, and obviously for David Johnson, the, the Cardinals will be absolutely buzzing for this one, especially the fans. They'll be going, "Oh, that was a brilliant trade," and I don't know what the Texans fans will be thinking, in my opinion, but I know this is quite a weird one.
Yeah, I'm
Anyway,
I'm seriously shocked, but I feel like we should move off that matter.
I
So
know.
yeah, I'll move on to my next one, where we have the Saints signing safety Malcolm Jenkins, former of the Eagles. Now that is obviously why the Eagles went and picked up That's why the Eagles have went and strengthened their secondary, because they have lost Malcolm Jenkins. Big part of their team, very good player. The Saints as well, strengthening, very good signing. And to be honest, the Saints, I'm quite impressed because you don't really see them signing many high quality profile players like this. But
I know.
yeah, very good trade and definitely helps the defence out. And like I said, with one of the other trades, Saints have got some team this year yet again. Super Bowl contenders, question mark, question mark.
I know. That's what we thought last season, though, Cammy. But
True, very true.
shocking results happen anyway. Yeah, this is brilliant for them. Getting a safety, Malcolm Jenkins again. Obviously, I think he's going to be going straight into their first safety. But this is brilliant. I can't wait to see him. He's looking really good, actually. Obviously, having a really good season last season, and they're picking up good players. The Saints, obviously, with Emmanuel and Malcolm Jenkins. I can't wait to see. I really can't.
Yep.
But
Well,
anyway,
next it's over to you, I believe.
Cabby, can I go on to another one? That's really good.
Okay,
Do you
on you
let
go
me?
then. I'll let you go, Mr.
Right,
Excitable.
right, thank you. So, right, okay. Jaguars, right? They trade away their defensive end, Calais Campbell.
The Beast.
Exactly. To the Ravens, which obviously is a brilliant thing for them right now. And it was a 2020 fifth round pick, which is brilliant, actually. There was obviously something else, but I can't see. It's not on my screen right now. But we'll
No, it
manage.
wasn't. Trust me. Trust me, it wasn't. There's nothing else.
Nothing else. Are you
Yep. Nothing
serious?
else. Yep.
Calais Campbell for a fifth round pick.
Yep.
Jaguars are mental.
That's how surprised Flynn is right now, by the way.
I know. Like I genuinely thought there was more to this trade. Cammy's just sent me all the trades here, and I've just saw 2020 fifth round pick and nothing else. I am absolutely shocked. The beast has gone to the Ravens for a fifth round pick. Well, I think I've already told you what I think, Cammy. What about you?
Well, obviously, I feel like the Ravens have done this because he is aging, but the Ravens have been like, we want to win now. The team's strong. We want to pick up players who are ready to win a Super Bowl. And Calais Campbell certainly is because he ain't getting anywhere with the Jags. But however, the Ravens showed how well they can do last season, obviously slipped. But the Ravens, again, a bit like the Saints, Super Bowl contenders.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's move over to the Chargers, who have signed Brian Bulaga. Again, sorry for the names. A guy who I've not heard much about, surprisingly. However, I've got a feeling that he's going to do well for the Chargers again. He is an offensive tackle, so that's a good sign. They definitely need to upgrade around about that position. And to be honest, I feel like it's a good signing for the Chargers, and I hope he does well for them. But anyway, over to you.
I really do as well. Obviously, last season, no one expected much, and to be fair, I don't expect much this season either. They just signed a player that is okay. He's not world class. He's not slipping below the level he should be. I think he's just an average player, but that's just my opinion.
Oof.
Oh, I know. This is quite tough words for me, but um, Chargers obviously looking to improve that position, and they've signed him. I wish him the best of luck at the Chargers. New club, new season.
Right, well, Flynn, can you move over, please, to who the Bears, who the Browns have signed, the offensive tackle.
Yeah, I was actually gonna get onto that count because this is quite a good one. So the Browns, right? So they sign an offensive tackle as well, and they get Jack Conklin. Right, so he's one that's really, really talented in my opinion. Now he's got so much experience, well not experience, but he's got so much potential in front of him. And I think this is a great signing for the Browns. That's all I've got to say, really, because this is a player that they've been needing for a while, in my opinion, and he's. I think he was the one that's going to do the job.
Right,
What
well,
about you?
I'm going to take your word for it. I've not heard much about him. I've heard he's got decent talent, and
Yeah,
the Browns definitely do need to work on getting their defense sorted, the defense and offense sorted out after last season, as everyone expected them to do well, but they didn't. So, again, hope it goes well for them. But yeah, let's move on to the next one where we have the Colts. This is a massive signing. Well, the Colts have signed Philip Rivers, who formerly has been incredible out his career. Kind of slipped the last few seasons, but you could argue that he's not had too much great offense around him. But Philip Rivers has went to the Colts. The Colts had an inexperienced Jacoby Brissett last year who had to step in as Andrew Luck retired. But Philip Rivers will get the job done for another 2-3 seasons, I reckon. And for right now, is a quite pretty solid signing. Obviously, T.Y. Hilton and all that around him. So I hope it goes well for him. And this is definitely a good signs for the Colts.
yeah, I agree. Everything you said there is what I was just about to say after you. This is exactly what the Colts need. They need a player that can show up every week, and this is the guy to do it. That's all I've got to say because you said everything that I was going to say, Cammy. But yeah, he's just the one they need, in my opinion.
Right, well, over to you again, Fun, to the next trade.
No, right, this is probably going to be the last one because this is honestly a good one, Cammy.
Here
Right,
we go.
I know. So, right, the 49ers, they trade DeForest Buckner to the Colts. Right,
Defensive
so this
lineman.
is a defensive lineman, right? This is a defensive lineman. And they trade this for a 2020 first round pick, and it's the 13th one in the first round. That's a bargain. That's an
It's
absolute. It's brilliant. That's what I think. Cammy, what do you think about that one?
Yep, very good trade. In fact, because the 49ers now came second
Yeah,
overall, but you could feel that with this first round pick, this could be all they needed to get that Super Bowl.
I
Apart from
know.
that, not much. Don't really know much about the guy, but presume if they're getting a first round pick, he must be all right. But yeah, I'm going to start stealing some for your list, Flynn, as I've ran out on mine. But
Yeah,
the Browns have signed tight end Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper has been incredible for the Falcons. He was one of their standouts last season. Got injured, but had like the most amount of touchdowns for a tight end for a good period of time. Scored plenty, brilliant in the end zone, brilliant for yards. This is a brilliant signing for the Browns because Njoku's missed too much. He's young and he can learn off of Austin Hooper. So personally, I feel like this is an insane signing for the Browns.
yeah. Austin Hooper having much experience. Obviously, the youngsters can obviously look up to him, take as much as they can from him when he's there at the Browns. I think he'll be going into the squad straight away. Obviously, I think there'll be a rotation going on, but I think he's going to be a really good one for the Browns. Obviously, stepping in there, being a really top thing in the offense for the Browns. But yeah,
Yep,
I
over to
think.
you on the Ravens trade.
Oh yeah, the Ravens trade, right? So so the Ravens they traded away a tight end, Hayden Hurst, and a 2020 fourth round pick to the Falcons. In return, the Falcons trade a 2020 second round pick, fourth round. No, fifth round. Right. So I think that's quite generous in my opinion.
Yep,
You know,
quite a balanced one you could say because like they're basically
sort
trading
of.
pick for pick, and the Falcons pick up Hayden Hurst after losing Austin Hooper. So
I mean, obviously a player and a fourth round pick for a second round pick and a fifth round pick. So you could say it's cancelling out. But did the Falcons need this one? Did they?
yeah, they
All
did. They
honesty.
lost Austin Hooper.
And oh, so they did. Forgot all about that. Yeah, right then, they did. But yeah, there we go.
Right now, the final one we're about to talk about literally blew my mind. You could call him the GOAT. Many do. And
Oh, beauty.
no one expected him to be leaving Foxborough this season.
I
We
know.
thought he's gonna stay. He's gonna stay there all his life. And somehow Tom Brady, the GOAT, has landed to the Buccaneers. Now, speaking to my local Buccaneers fan, he's absolutely delighted, shocked. The Bucks have got some team now. Tom Brady. Look at the players he's got to throw to. You know, after what he had a pretty shocking season, but he had no one to throw to. You look at the Bucks' quality wide receivers and folk to throw it to. They've got the talent,
Oh, I
but
know.
I'd like to take a quick step off of that. And I've got a few theories myself on why he's left the Patriots, and him and Bill Belichick's relationship. It has looked like it's broken up a bit, and it's played a big factor in the trade, and also due to the wage disagreement that's been going on. Brady
Yeah.
has been getting underpaid. The Patriots are refusing to pay him that, but yeah, coming to the Bucks, he's getting the money he wants, and he's also got the players. So you have to question: do the Bucks have it for the Super Bowl?
Right. So I'm going to sort of move off Tom Brady just for the moment. I'm going to go on to Winston, right? So last season he was good, but some people could say he was really dodgy.
Dodgy.
So yeah, this is coming from a dad that's got his Bucks. Anyway, he made a lot of picks last season. Now, obviously, with the goat coming into the Bucks, I think he'll improve immensely. Obviously, having laser eye surgery to just improve his game, just a bit, you know, probably won't make a difference though, but
Yep.
um, so yeah, I think he'll learn a lot from Tom Brady, arguably the best quarterback of all time in the NFL. That's hence why they call him the GOAT. But I think he'll learn a lot from him, and I can't wait to see Brady wearing wearing a Pirates jersey. Anyway, well, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, well, that's us finished on all our trade rumours and that. There will be more leaked out, but I honestly don't think we'll do another one of these unless there's some insane trades and free agent pickups that go ahead. But I can't see there being too many insane ones after what we've been through. There has been a lot of little ones, well I say little, but like smaller trades and pickups that, to be honest, if we were to do all of them, we would be here for about another 2 hours. So we just wanted to make it the mainish ones that we did, the ones that we feel is going to either improve a team now or in the future, like massively. But yeah, that's what we've really got today. Flynn, any news or that's coming up or anything else you'd like to say?
no, not really. But apart from, I hope you enjoyed our intro.
Yep,
We
very
have
new,
been
very
looking.
new.
Cammy has looked out at music for the intro, and we both agreed that this was quite a good one. We are still working on, effects of it, like fading into our audio and stuff. But if you guys enjoy it, please leave a comment and tell us what you think of it, and that'll be much appreciated.
Yep, real quick, I will say it again. We are getting the combine video out
Yep,
very shortly.
Tuesday
Again,
roughly.
it's taking up our time, but we hope it's going to be worth it, and we've got to get it out for you guys, loyal supporters. We're picking up the views, and I'd just like to say, because from our last, I think I said it in the Super Bowl video, but we only done half a season, and we've got nearly 100 views on YouTube, and we've got tons of listens, and I think we're about to hit 10 listeners on Podbean as well, and the views on iTunes have went through the roof as well. And I'd just like to say a big thank you to all our loyal
Yeah,
supporters out there who
that
are
listen week in, week
listening
out.
and watching our videos, and yeah, we do truly appreciate it. But apart from that, I think we're just going to end it there and end it on a high. So yeah,
And
thanks for
stay safe
listening.
and keep washing your hands.
Yeah.
Obviously, the coronavirus, isolate. Stay safe, everyone. This is not like a laughing matter. This is really serious. So wash your hands and keep away from people that have a fever or something. But anyway,
Hey.
that was quite a dramatic term of
Yeah.
ending it off. But anyway, Cammy, you do the honours.
Thank you for listening, and we hope to catch you soon.
Bye bye.